Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad that you're here because in today's video I'm going to be talking about fragrances that I bought and then returned. And I am not bashing on these fragrances. I think it's disrespectful to say that I hate them because these are some great perfume houses and there are a lot of people that love these fragrances and wear them as their signature scent. They just did not work for me, and I'm not discouraging you guys from trying it out for yourself. Now, some of them are on Jeremy Fragrance's long-lasting list. I'm not bashing him either because I actually have a couple in my collection that he recommended that I love. So let's just get right on into the perfumes that I bought and had to return. The first perfume I bought was on Jeremy's list. It was the Maneater perfume, which is by Marc Jacobs, Decadence. For me, guys, this did not work. It's just a very masculine fragrance. I just felt like I could not pull this off. The only thing I was getting from this fragrance was a 1980s gray flannel cologne vibe and powdered sugar. To me, it just smelled way too masculine. I think that's just my chemistry. And then it's sugary and masculine, and I just did not like it on me. And I had initially bought it because the salesperson at the counter was wearing it. It smelled phenomenal on her. The packaging is definitely really cute with the purse, the little chain, and so of course I ended up buying the biggest size they had because I thought it was cute and I liked how it smelled on her. And again, everybody is so different, so when I got it home, I sprayed it on. I was just waiting for myself to start loving it, and that just never happened. I never had a love connection with this particular fragrance. So within 24 hours, I had to return it. Next fragrance that I bought and returned was by Mugler. It's Alien. Now, I used to wear Alien years and years ago and remember it being long lasting, and I got complimented on it all the time. So I thought, okay, this is a no-brainer. I'm just going to purchase this one. Now, interestingly enough, when I brought it home, I put it on, it smelled very different this time. It smelled more soapy, smelled kind of like bubble bath, and if colors could have a scent, it would be purple. So it smells purple to me, soapy, bubbly bath. So I don't know if it changed formulation or if maybe just the chemistry in my skin has changed over the years. Could very well be. And it did not last long at all, which is surprising because all the reviews on this fragrance and my past experience, this fragrance has always been a beast as far as longevity, sillage, and the performance. So I was really disappointed and ended up returning this fragrance. Another fragrance that I tried, which was on Jeremy's list, was like Lancome La Vie Belle Eclat. Now, I have the original one that I absolutely love, and that was on his list as well, and that's one of the reasons I bought it, and I am happy with that one. But the Eclat, he recommended, it's a very citrusy, very fresh. The orange, men like the smell of oranges. It's long lasting. So I went to the store, I had sprayed it on my clothes, and it smells great on clothes, but when I brought it home and sprayed it on myself, it literally soured on my skin. No exaggeration, soured. So I went back, I put it back in the box. I sprayed a little bit on my wrist before going into the store. I didn't tell the sales lady I was returning it. I didn't even tell her what I was wearing. I asked her if she enjoyed the fragrance on my wrist. She smelled it, her nose turned up, and she was like, oh my gosh, what is that? And I told her it was the Eclat. So she said, yeah, that just does not smell good on you at all. So I had to return it. Another fragrance I tried was by Chanel, Allure. This is a very nice fragrance. However, the performance on this one and the sillage was not very good. Now, I don't know if it's that way on everybody, but on me, it literally disappeared after an hour. It is such a nice smell. It's very rich. It's very warm and inviting. I really like the fragrance itself. Now, if they made an Allure Intense, I am on that wagon. I would definitely try that. This one, for whatever reason, just disappeared on me within the hour, which was a real bummer. So I returned that, obviously. Another one I tried was by Dior Addict. I have smelled this perfume on so many people and it smells great. I thought it's gonna smell good on me. I'm just gonna buy it. I tried it, and after about an hour or two, I started feeling queasy. And I thought maybe I just ate something wrong. So the next day I tried it again. I got queasy after 2 hours. The third day, got queasy again. Looked at all the notes in this fragrance. There was nothing really that stood out to me. Most of them I liked. The only one I was not familiar with was mulberry. And I looked at all my other fragrances and they don't contain mulberry. So I'm not sure if maybe that set it off. But it made me queasy. And unfortunately, I had to say bye to that one. Another fragrance that I tried was another Chanel one, which is Coco Chanel. And initially, when I first sprayed this, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at the store. And the sales lady at the counter was, you know, hey, once you get over the initial blast of that, you're going to love it. And she was right. The dry down is stunning. It's got the vanilla, the sandalwood, the amber, tonka bean, all my favorite notes. And I just couldn't get past the initial spray of it. It just was really harsh to my nose, but the dry down was beautiful. I was impatient. I didn't want to work with this fragrance. I didn't want to give it time. I just was like, okay, I spent this money. I want to enjoy it from the beginning to the end. So I hastily returned it to the store, and I have to say that's one I regret returning, because I feel like if I would have just worked with it a little longer, then I know I would have fallen in love with it, because the dry down, I was sold on the dry down. I just needed to work through the initial, when you first spray it, it is very strong, a very mature scent. So once we're out of quarantine, guys, I am going to go and buy that fragrance, and I will do a review on that. I will. All right, so mark my words. Another one that I tried was Guerlain Mon Guerlain Intense. Now, this was on Jeremy's list, the original one, as a fragrance that he would love his wife to wear, that it's a fabulous, gorgeous fragrance. And since I am a wife and mother, I thought, perfect. This is going to work for me. I went to get it, but the sales clerk said, no, you want the intense version. It's going to last longer. It's got better performance. You're going to love this one. Sold. Bought the biggest bottle they had. Went home, sprayed it on, was really loving this fragrance. There was something about it, though, that smelled very familiar, and I just couldn't put my finger on what it was that I was smelling. And then my daughter sat down next to me, and she's like, I smell Play-Doh. And I was like, what? And she's like, I smell Play-Doh. And I let her smell my wrist. She's like, yeah, that's Play-Doh. It smells like Play-Doh. Oh my gosh, guys. Yes, and when she said that, I realized, yes, that's what I'm smelling. So on my skin, it started smelling like Play-Doh. And so I was really disappointed that, and every time I smelled it, then I started thinking about Play-Doh, and I just couldn't deal with it. And I'm like, I'm not, for this money, I can't think of Play-Doh when I put a fragrance on. So I returned that one. And yes, guys, at this point, I'm sure the salespeople at the store were thinking to themselves, oh gosh, here comes that lady again. She probably has another return. Now, I didn't do this all in a matter of like a week. This is over a 1.5-year span. So that would be really bad if this was like in a week's time. Then I would have a serious problem. I probably do. But anyway, another fragrance that I tried was by Dolce Gabbana, the one. I went in, the rep for Dolce Gabbana was there, and he was really pushing the light blue intense. And I know that's a gorgeous scent, but I wanted something at the time very warm, soft, long-lasting. So he spent, I'm not kidding with you, 45 minutes with me going over the notes on this. And of course, after that amount of time, I'm not going to walk away and say, nah. So I thought, okay, give me a big bottle of this. I'm going to take this home. I'm going to try it out and see what I think. I did that. And it just didn't work for me. It was not strong enough. The longevity was not good on this, on me, and the sillage was very poor on me. and it just was a skin scent for about an hour, and then I could not smell anything anymore. And I know sometimes you can have that olfactory thing going on where you just get used to that smell. So I asked my husband, he couldn't smell it either, so it was like bye-bye. I had to return that one. Unfortunately, didn't work. Another fragrance I tried that I returned was also another Mugler one, and it is the Angel Muse. This was on Jeremy Fragrance's list. Guys, I wanted this one to work so bad. When I first sprayed it, you get that hazelnut note, which smells like Nutella. So yummy. But the problem with this fragrance, it turns more into like a men's aftershave cologne smell. And I just couldn't get past that. I tried for 2 weeks. I put it on every day for 2 weeks thinking, I'm going to fall in love. I'm going to fall in love with this. I know it. I know it. It just didn't work, and I had to say, bye-bye. Not for me. I can't pull it off. If you guys are pulling it off, you are so lucky, because I really wanted it to work for me. It didn't. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this content, please take a minute to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm going to be doing a guy's fragrance review coming up here. It's my next video because I haven't done anything for you guys yet, so stay tuned for that. And then guys, I really stepped outside of the box. I went on Amazon and ordered 5 fragrances I know absolutely nothing about. So this is going to be really fun for me. I'm going to do a blind buy review on those. So I am kind of excited to see. I read up on these, like what notes are in there. I like the notes in these, but I have never smelled them before, so this is going to be really exciting. Anyway, thank you so much. I would love to hear from you guys. Have you ever bought a fragrance that you were so excited about, only to take it home and then be completely bummed that it just did not work for you? Comment that down below. I read the comments. I would love to hear. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay beautiful. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know the next time that I upload. See you soon.